Welcome back, folks. This is Acid Roots, and so we've got part 5 of Let's Play Super Punch-Out. So, yeah, you've seen some of the World Circuit last time, but this time we're actually going to beat the whole thing, including Super Macho Man, which I had projected last time that it was going to take me until part 6 to do it, but I got an extra boost of experience, and I was able to defeat him, so I was just like, fuck it. So, basically what happens... Well, I don't know. We could save it for a surprise, but you'll see. I do manage to beat Super Macho Man, but it's different from what you may think. So, basically, but I did get to the special circuit, and that is in the next episode, so that'll be part 6. So this is actually going to be shorter than I thought. I thought Super Macho Man was going to be episode 6, and then episode 7 was going to be the start of the special circuit, just depending upon what happens there, but I'm not going to argue. I mean, it's one less episode of entertainment for you guys, but still. So, as we fight Aaron Ryan, the situation about him, the main thing I want to note is if you're using special attacks on him, you don't want to, I mean, there's a certain window, because every time you use a special on him, he counters and tries to get some of his life back. So you have to, he'll kind of like grasp his gloves together one time, and you have to immediately hit him with the special after that, or he'll keep doing that. So just watch as I play this, because eventually I'll get it right. Maybe not this time, but I get it right later, and then it makes him one of the easier opponents in the game, as long as you know how to counter his attacks like that. So yeah, but he can take his punches. That's definitely the thing. I don't know if I said that last time, but he can take his punches pretty well, so it's going to take you a while if you don't use specials on him. And then of course with his piston hurricane type attack that he uses. But the difference with it is, another thing I want to point out, is blocking the piston hurricane move. He starts with a body blow first rather than face blow, so you don't press anything, and then after he hits you the first time, then you guard your face. It's basically body blow, face blow, body blow, face blow, so that's how you block it. So that, I mean, that's the best way to, well, that is the way to stop him from really knocking out your health with that move. And then Piston Hurricane is the other way around. He starts with a face blow and then a body blow, so that's kind of the thing. But I also learned a little bit of trivia. I was looking this game up on Game FAQs, frequently asked questions, and so that's my phone. So basically, if you hold up before the match starts, when they're announcing like the names and everything, you'll automatically block with your face rather than body blows. If you don't hold anything as the match is getting ready to start, then you'll start with body blows, so that'll automatically be blocked. So I don't know, I've never tried it. I mean, I don't know if that may just be in the Japanese version, but it's an interesting technique for those that use face attacks more. Like I would say Mad Clown, that you'll see later, it's a good way of fighting him. So, but Heike Kagaro is going to get beaten this time, and you know, he's given me enough trouble, so we're going to get his, you know. Alright, so basically I'm noticing that I've been kind of sick, and that's kind of why my voice sounds different and I'm sniffling and stuff, is because I've kind of had a cold across the past few days. I gotta get that figured out. That's been delaying as to why this project has kind of been sluggish a little bit, but like I was saying, we gotta whip this guy into shape and really kind of take him to the floor. I mean, he could still fight. I mean, that's definitely the thing. Even, I mean, unless you really know how to mangle this guy, I think for the most part you should take him seriously, just because he has so many techniques that require like memorization and stuff. So, I mean, it makes sense that this is part of the World Circuit. I mean, I actually think he's a little bit possibly trickier than Mad Clown, who comes after this guy. But I mean, really, Mad Clown is not that terrible. I mean, after you knock him down twice, he kind of gets a little bit unrefined, but I just would have to say, I mean, honestly, as long as you can block those face jabs that he does, I mean, for the most part, he's rather simple. So, I mean, they just kind of threw a decent one in there, but I think if you haven't fought him before, you might lose to him once or twice. But, yeah, so just to understand, like, the situation that it is, if you lose at all, like, if you get knocked down 3 times, you basically have to turn off the Nintendo and do it again. Because otherwise, it's just going to force you. I mean, I'm so risque about that, I wouldn't even lose 3 times. I would just say if the guy beats you twice, unless you only have, like, a little bit of hits left to get on the guy, I would just say just to turn off the Nintendo and try again, because otherwise you're going to have to beat all 12 of the opponents again to get the special circuit. This game is really unforgiving. That's kind of the thing. You have, I mean, it really kind of, I mean, like boxing does. I mean, boxing doesn't take too kindly to losers as a thing. I mean, there may be boxers who've won like 100 times but lost 60. That's not as good as a boxer that's fought 60 times and lost twice or 0. You know, you look at someone like Mayweather. I mean, that's part of why he's as rich as he is, because he just doesn't lose. So, but I suppose it's pretty clairvoyant that Nintendo knew about that back in 1994, as the whole thing is, you can't even get in the special circuit. I mean, you have to beat these guys one take. So if I were to lose to Mad Clown, I'd have to play this game all over again. So, but it just kind of happens. And that's the thing, they know that these guys are bastards. I mean, that's really the thing. I wasn't aware of that, and, you know, I had to, you know, that's well, I guess because there's not going to be much time left when you see it, I'll just go ahead and say so. When I beat this circuit, you know, it showed that I lost twice, which I did turn off. I just got knocked down 3 times, and then I beat Super Macho Man on like one of my 2 or 5 rests that I had, and it didn't care. It said, you know, you lost to Super Macho Man, so you didn't get the special circuit, so I had to delete my file and then beat all 12 of these fighters in one sitting, which I did, and I was impressed with myself by how quickly I was able to mangle them. But that's just kind of the situation, is it just didn't care. It's like, hey, I thought a loss was once you lost all 5 of your rests, but it's like, no, if they knock you down, that's a loss. So if you get, if they deplete your health 3 times, that counts as a loss. I know it seems, for like newbies and newcomers, it may not make sense what I'm saying, but if you see the defeated opponent text after you lose, then that means that counts as a loss. That's the thing. You cannot do that. So, but I'm pretty good against Super Macho Man. I mean, he's definitely someone that you have to know his techniques. He's like that move that he just did, that haymaker. If that hits you, it doesn't matter if you're at full health, you're done. So that's the thing. And of course, if he does knock you out with that, the game kind of assumes that you're losing, so you'll get up on like 4 or 5 or 6 and not have much of your health left. So the game kind of assumes that if he hits you with that, then he's kind of the victor, because you should be able to dodge that. So this is kind of, you really have to know when he's doing that. And like, I just lost right there, so whole thing is he can do that a whopping 7 or 8 times. It's a piece of shit. I mean, I didn't like it, you know. So yeah, there's just no sign. I mean, you have to keep ducking until he's completely done, because you're not going to know if he's going to do it 7 times until he does it 7 times. But yeah, and of course he'll get up on 1. So this is not leaving me much time to really talk about other things. I'm trying to think what else has been going on. So, yeah, my family went and saw the Lin-Manuel Miranda movie. I don't know. I mean, it's not. I've heard a lot. The news talks about him a lot. They talk a lot about his stuff. Like, I guess he did that Hamilton and stuff like that. And it's kind of, I mean, I really think that is... It just takes a lot more gracefulness than I have. I find myself more of like the Adam Sandler type more so than the kind of graceful. But the funny thing about it is Adam Sandler would probably like Lin-Manuel Miranda now. But if we're talking like the version of myself that I see, which is basically like Happy Gilmore Adam Sandler, the kind of temperamental hockey player that was forced to play golf, you know, that's kind of the mentality that I have. So, but I mean, Cobalt saw that movie and he enjoyed it, so he went with my family to see that. He didn't mind. So, but that's about what's been. This guy's kind of giving me trouble. I'm gonna have to really whip his ass now. I mean, I don't know where they came up with this character. I mean, I almost would have to think that he's like a Richard Simmons knockoff, but this game is a spawn of the 80s, so I mean, he was still probably doing his exercise stuff back in 1980s, 1985 or such. I mean, he was probably just in his 40s back then, so... You know, you could tell this by how he is. He appears real flamboyant, to say the least. So, but, and he does not look 28. If you see that, I mean, he doesn't look 28 at all. I mean, he looks like he's in his 40s somewhere. But, I'm still gonna whip his ass, though. I really managed. I figured it out as patterns, and I wish I would have done that sooner, but... Yeah, so exercise pattern C is uppercuts, exercise pattern B is body blows, and exercise A is face jabs. So, this little secret so you can beat him on the first try, and it'll save you some trial and error. Of course, I didn't even know at this stage. He completely mauled me. I didn't show my first attempt at fighting this guy, but he completely mauled me that time. I don't even think I got specials on him. Kind of pissed me off. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? So, but yeah, I knocked him down twice, and I'm not going to take him down with the special, but I attempt to. Yeah, so I had to really knock him down too, because I only had like one more. I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna beat this dude. I don't want him doing that again. So let's just get to special circuit. Normally I would have knocked him out with the special, but I was just like, nope, I do not want to lose. And you know, I guess he could turn it into a victory. You just got to take the thing. But I got first. You know, they didn't give a shit. Or I guess that Sandhop dude did better. But, I mean, I knocked all those guys down, you know. That's the thing. I didn't struggle. I didn't get knocked down by any of the other assholes. So, 4 wins, 2 losses. So, you saw one of my losses, and then I had a prior time where I lost also. So, we'll do some magic real quick, which you'll see in this episode, and then we'll go to Special Circuit next time. That's basically the thing. So, subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night. And here's the magic.